Guys, it's us here at the damn show, and the YouTube is
What's
gonna
up?
be private for some reason.
As
It likes to do
always,
that. So I'm gonna go into the settings, go to
likes to do that.
live, and
Even if we don't like it that much, but it does. But we have three people watching. Okay, it's going up. Probably it's not private anymore.
no, it's still private. I'm sending you the link. I just unprivated it. Okay, we haven't
All
done the
right.
introduction. Shit. Oh my god, this is like they're watching backstage.
My God, don't watch,
Fuck.
don't
Okay.
watch.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey,
It's another Thursday back here at the damn show. Maybe Netta, how's it going with the red sweater?
I'm doing great. I am posting on Discord right now so that everyone can join us,
The
and
world needs to join us.
the world needs to join us. We are live, so
Yeah,
come.
look, the title is clickbait, but it's a good clickbait because it's actually real. ERC404 is a rug. I will explain everything. If you're watching, stick around. You can still make money, you can still ride the Ponzi up and down, but I'm just warning you that you can get rugged at any moment. Happened to me, speaking from experience. Dove a little bit deeper. So we're going to talk about ERC404 and get a bit of an understanding of what's going on. But before we get there, maybe how are things? How's it going?
Okay, some things good, some things bad. We can start with the bad news. Bad news is that I missed the FedEx delivery of my Gucci stuff.
Oh no.
I wasn't home, and yeah, they left a card outside my door, and it was like, "We're gonna come another time." So I was not here, so I think I will have to wait until tomorrow. Hopefully they deliver tomorrow, because I see all these pictures of Gucci bags and wallets on Twitter, and I really want mine at this point. So
Yeah.
hopefully I'm gonna get it tomorrow. We still have the small competition between me and Atare on who's gonna receive it first. So as soon as I get it, I'm gonna like post it like right away, so you can see the timestamp. And let's see if I receive it or he receives it tomorrow, because like people all over the place are receiving it, so it's not anymore about which city here or there. So we'll see. But yeah, other things went well this week. I minted Quantum Cats on Monday, which is
Those pumped like crazy.
They pumped, like, very happy about it. It was impossible to mint it on public. I tried that too. My payment went through, but then I got a refund because it was botted, and bots got all 300 available cats. So, well, some you win, some you lose, but it went well. I'm still holding my cat. They evolved today. They're changing their form. So let's see what happens. I still think that they might go up from here a bit. We saw that happening with other popular collections, that they pumped again after some days or a week from launch. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna hold it long term. It's a very expensive asset, and I cannot really afford to have any more assets that are so expensive at the moment. But we'll see.
Yeah. See, we got everybody in the chat here.
Ooh.
Okay.
Congrats, Art White. You got your Gucci bag. I'm happy for you and for all the other ones that got it.
Soon.
It looks amazing. I have to be honest, the first pictures I saw about the wallet, I felt like good about it, because I don't like that wallet that much, and I didn't get it. So I'm like, okay, cool. Anyway, I don't like it that much, but the duffel bags, they look like...
It's a good duffel bag.
They look insanely good. So
it's an airport piece. I think Los Angeles, should that happen, should we be there, then it's got to be in the Gucci. Everybody's got to have the Gucci 10KTF.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why this is happening.
That's how you recognize people at the airport.
You got the little nice. Thank you, TF. We homies
Yeah.
on the airplane. Private jet soon, maybe 2024, 2025.
Yeah,
And
PJs.
KTF private jet. Are we still on track for that? I hope so. Yuga, pump our bags, please. Okay, let's talk about ERC404. I was
Yeah,
getting a bunch of tweets together.
I'm very
Here's
excited.
look, I have to disclaimer this right now. Every ERC404 project right now is going up and to the right. Most of them, anyway. They're going up and to the right. So, are you going to make money off of this?
Hmm.
If you get in, especially if you get in early, absolutely. This is the meta right now. Everybody's foaming at the mouth because Pandora's the first coin, or one of the main ones. It's the highest market cap. It is. It launched a couple days ago. It's sitting at like 243 market cap. The chart is going absolutely insane. Here's what it looks like. Let me pull the chart up for you guys. Here's what it looks like. And naturally, like everything else is following. So here's the chart. Lots of liquidity, like in the last. Here we go. So let me zoom that out so you guys can see what's going on here. Okay, so this is an ERC404 token. It's a new type of token, and if you don't know what that is, or there's debate going on, and we'll talk about what that debate is. But effectively, it's like NFTs and ERC20s are essentially fungible in some sense, and so there's way more liquidity because it's not just an NFT collection and it's not just a token; it's both. You can see the volume here: 5 minutes, 500K, 1 hour, 2.1 million. It's going absolutely insane, right?
Mhm.
And if you go to, let's say, you go to Ethereum, because these are only on Ethereum, you'll see Pepe 404, 16 million. You'll see 404 Bakery, 2.7 million market cap. Monarch is another one, 17 million. But here is the danger. The danger in this, and I don't even have to. I will show you guys. So what you're seeing here is, so this is liquidity, and I'll show you guys actually with the contract address. So, oops. Oh. So here's what's happening. I'm filtering by a specific address, and so these are, this is supposedly the devs with one of their wallets that are pulling liquidity out in pretty large chunks. I have a tweet as well that showcases all of this. Anytime you see liquidity getting removed, right, especially by the devs in such large chunks. So this is 48 WETH, which is in USD like 100K. This is 50K, right? And this has been happening for the past little while. Let me try and find the tweet that I loaded up that talks about exactly this. Here. So take care with Monarch. They've pulled out 200 ETH of liquidity with no good explanation, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a complete rug. So you click in here, you'll see liquidity is being removed, and it does show that they do re-add it every now and then, and that's like their explanation that they gave here. We have rebalanced the LP several times. Please stop the FUD. But the wallet address keeps going up in Ethereum amount. So they're pulling out liquidity, they're putting some back in, but the ETH balance keeps going up. It's about at 1 million now. And this is the big problem that I learned the hard way. I bought one of these a couple hours ago, and you learn that these tokens are, you cannot lock the liquidity with ERC404s. So that's one of the biggest like when you're meme coining whatever, what you always do is, or one of the checks you always do is you check if the contract is renounced.
Yeah.
That means that the and you can see it down here, so I can show you guys. If the contract is renounced, then the owner address is all zeros, and what that means is that they no longer have the ability to remove the liquidity, all that stuff, because they don't have control of the contract anymore. Pretty much, and I'm fairly certain, and I'm sure Quit can explain better, and I have a thread of his, how he explained it is that or how it's explained, and I'm sure he can explain it better, is that because of the way that ERC404 works, you can't let go of the owner address. You keep control of the contract. Therefore, all the functions are available to you, including pulling the liquidity. And so, if there's a bunch of anonymous devs now launching these coins, a lot of them, the liquidity is going to get pulled because that's not even a check and balance you can before you put in whatever amount of money anymore. So it's a bit of a, I'd say, double-edged sword, because right now the meta is ERC404. Like, it's this new sexy thing. Everybody's going for it. Every coin, or most coins, are going up and to the right. But what you're not seeing is all the 404 coins that are launching that are rugging completely, that go to zero. I'm trying to remember. I think it was. I don't even think it shows up anymore.
So can I just ask some questions from someone that is just like hearing about this, and
Yeah.
probably maybe someone in the audience is still learning as well. So you're saying that who owns the contract can at any time, in any moment, just pull out liquidity out of this,
Yes.
which is like, oh my God, okay, got
And
it.
liquidity,
So
the
your money
liquidity.
doesn't, what?
Yeah, the liquidity is essentially, that is the money,
Yeah,
because every time a coin launches, you put in a bunch of Ethereum to seed the initial liquidity, so that when somebody buys, they put their Ethereum in and they get some of the token out. If you remove all the liquidity, which is the Ethereum, then the token's worth zero. So
yeah,
what you see is a giant red candle that just strikes down to zero. And that happened with one of the ones that I bought. I lost a few $100, but it was a lesson learned, because I was like, wait, how did that happen?
yeah,
I thought all the checks and balances, and then I dug in a little bit deeper, and it was like, oh, actually, 404s, you can't. So you just have to trust that the team won't. And some teams won't. Like, I don't think Pandora's like the biggest one I mentioned, that's been going crazy. I don't think that they're going to, but now we're in a game of like trusting
yeah,
anonymous devs
yeah.
by
And
and large.
like what I would ask here is it really a step forward in the space?
Yeah, I would say absolutely not, because I think we're seeing critiques of, let me go to OX Saiger's thread, because we're seeing critiques of this quote unquote standard. So some people are saying this isn't even a standard. So here's Saiger. I haven't read this thread. I just saw the headline before we went live. But
Mhm.
effectively, he's saying standard not found. This new standard has opened up Pandora's box. Is it an NFT, fungible token, both? Here's a simple explanation. And so I'll go through this quickly. ERC20s are fungible tokens, high supply, no token is unique. 721s are non-fungible, normally low supply, each token is unique. And then ERC1155 are semi-fungible. ERC404 claims to be a hybrid of both. So it's a token that has fungible fractionalization built in. So it just goes over what fractionalization looks like. In order to own an NFT, you need at least one base unit of the fraction. Okay. So all he goes over is just like what the thing is, and we've seen NFT fractionalization before,
Mhm.
but I think let me go to Quit's thread. He explains. I think he goes over the fact that it's not safe. So here,
Mhm.
he's talking about the code. Okay, so I think he's actually found a glitch. Honestly, this goes a little bit over my head, but there, not a glitch, but there's something in the code that effectively lets you, because of how the tokens are numbered, there is a token glitch that's going to let people take out an NFT that they don't have, or something like that. That's I quickly read it. So here, this is a valid withdrawal amount because the depositor has a balance much higher than the request. However, Pandora interprets it as an ERC721 transfer, and thus our token depositor is also able to steal NFTs from our NFT depositor. So he thinks this is going to play out. He's not talking about the fact that you can't lock these or give up the contract liquidity or the contract address ownership, but that's the gist of it. Is it a smart play for the next week? Yes, I think so. I still think so. Like if you're here, if you want to make money, then just be smart with your plays, get in, get out. But just know that, especially with newer ones, it's not just going to be up only, because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to prey on the fact that you can rug this at any moment.
Crazy.
No question. And boom. The one that I got rugged, the guy put in 22. I checked the Etherscan. He put in 22 Ethereum for initial liquidity. And maybe an hour and a half later, took out 84 ETH. And that was all the liquidity. So, and
Wow.
here's the other thing. And this is actually what got me as well. So this was a mistake on Deck Screener, because what it showed on Deck Screener was here. I'll show you what a token looks like that's not ERC 721. So let's go to Jupiter. Or that's not a good example, because theirs is not locked. Let's go to GameStop. Okay, so you see how there's a little lock here. So you're like, oh, liquidity is locked. I'm good. That account, the token, it was like ERC404 not found. They tweeted out liquidity locked for 1 year, and it was 500K of liquidity with the little lock sign. So you see that, you're like, oh, okay, it's locked. But what they didn't tell you is that because they still own the contract, they can unlock
They can change that. They can unlock it.
that.
Wow.
Yes.
That's
So,
nuts.
guys,
Oh my God.
California is not going to happen because I lost all my money on the rug.
No, what was the challenge?
I don't even remember. I'm in PTSD now. It was I'm in 1-2 Solana.
Because you should have stayed in the Solana. Like you moved
I know,
back
but
to ETH and immediately don't touch it.
I
Don't
know,
touch
but
it.
I know, but like the thing about ETH is that even though I love Solana 10 times more, it's like that toxic ex that you can't get away from. You know, it's gonna be bad, but you're like, but it's still so good. So you go back, and the highs are high. And what I mean by that is the liquidity on Ethereum is so deep that it's like things pump like crazy on Ethereum. But then next thing you know, she's slashing her tires, she stabs you, and you're like, was it worth it? I don't know. Oh, not speaking from experience.
Yeah,
not had that happen to me, thankfully. The
It's
kidney part.
it's a similar high on Bitcoin, because even with floor prices of projects, it's like people just maybe change the floor price of 0.01, 0.005, and it seems like it's such a small amount, but in money it's a crazy amount of money. So sometimes you see the
unit bias,
like this huge differences in floor prices, because it seems like it's such a small number, but it's not in US dollars. But they're like on that side. I'm not like I've been using Solana recently. I got also the one airdrop and stuff, so I've definitely see how when I send a transaction is right there, and it's like, oh my God, this is so fast. Then I moved to Bitcoin, where like my yesterday morning, like part of my morning was disrupted by the fact that there was a 1 hour block that wasn't clearing, and I had to do something, and I had to do it before I left my house, like my apartment. I had to go out. I couldn't go out for an hour because I was waiting for that block to clear, which is insane. So when I go back to ETH, I feel like, oh my God, it's so fast. So I don't know, like I think each chain has its pro and cons, but like moving from one chain to another is like when then you go back to the other chain, you immediately feel the difference, or what were the pros that you were like actually enjoying from that chain that can be like no fees or very low fees or being quicker or whatever. So it's funny, honestly, but sometimes it's also pain in the A.
The context switching between chains is crazy, because you have to just get into a new mode, new mindset, because on Solana You're like, okay, I'm gonna go for this. I'm gonna go for this coin. All right. Okay. 0.4 Sol. Yeah. That's like $40.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You're like, no, that feels good. 3 Sol. Whoa, that's way too high. I go on Ethereum. I'm like, 0.15 ETH, and that's like 6 Sol. And I'm like, it's just, but there's no like, do you know what I mean? But if I
Yeah,
do
yeah,
if I do
absolutely.
0.03, I'm like, what am I even doing here? Like, I should just pack up and go home. Like, if I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it properly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We're in a fucking crazy thing. Look, good news is I saw Pixel airdrop that I'm getting is going to be listed on Binance. So always a bullish thing. We don't know what the price is going to be or anything like that, but like
We
Binance,
like that. Yes.
that's a very, very bullish, healthy thing. There's other airdrops coming. There's Wormhole that's coming. I'm fairly certain. I've done a bunch of Wormhole transactions, so I hope I
saw
meet the
that.
criteria. Hope that they don't rug and make the criteria very weird and specific. It is the year of airdrops. What's the next thing on the docket? What are we talking about next?
Well, we didn't bring up any of our feelings or opinions about what happened this week with the release of the Apple Vision Pro.
Oh
I don't know
yeah,
if you have been watching some reviews from, like, I don't know, maybe content creators that you like.
yeah.
I've seen a couple, and they were completely opposite. So
What do you
it's
think? Where are you at with this?
like my creators, or anyway people that I follow, that I let's say trust. We have on one side Beeple, that I
Yeah,
think many of us read Beeple review on the Apple Vision Pro, and on the other side a creator that I've been following for a long time, years and years, a YouTuber. His name is Casey Neistat, and he did a review on YouTube of the Apple Vision Pro, and he had a completely different, like the exact opposite of what people said. And I cannot trust both opinions, and I know that they're completely different creators. They do completely different things, so maybe that's one of the reasons. Both extremely smart, so I don't know, like I feel like it's dividing the world into kind of people, the people that like it, the people that don't like it. I don't know. So very interesting.
here's
um
people.
yeah, let's start from the people one. Yeah.
This isn't his review, but it's an article about his review. NFT artist people, Apple Vision Pro, a shitty product with zero market fit, in quotation.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't like it at all.
that's what he said.
Yeah, if I can bring up a couple of points. Yeah, people basically says that it's gonna take forever for them to make a product that that people are actually gonna wear all the time. He sees it as very heavy, difficult to wear, difficult to keep it on for a long time. And yeah, and he also says an interesting thing about the Meta Ray-Bans. He says
Yeah,
that he prefers that as an approach than the Apple Vision Pro. It's like, it's very light, easy to wear. You can improve, increase the level of technology on your device, and add features on the way,
yeah,
instead of starting from a huge device. I'm not saying that. I think he has a point there. He definitely has a point there.
agreed.
I don't know. What's there anything else you do you want to add on this point from your point of view?
I think the videos that we've been seeing going viral have been very funny and gimmicky because it's just so absurd. It's Casey Neistat on the streets of New York,
Yeah.
skateboarding and texting. My favorite moment in this video was, let me find it. He was here. He's when he stops in the middle to like text.
Yeah.
Just the funniest visual. You'll
It's
see it
like,
right here. He just stops. He's like, hold on, I got a text. And the way he's even doing it, it's comical. So very good comedy. This is great comedy. um, but like do I really want one so that I can wear it on an airplane and, immerse myself completely, or do I want one to watch to know what it feels like to watch a movie in it in like a big screen on my own home? Absolutely. Do I think that we're going to be working on this for extended periods of time? No, because I think it's missing like the basic, just the physics of like, let's put a screen right here, which is going to cause massive eye strain. It's not the same looking at the real world that it is looking at a screen projection of the real world. And so I think that is going to be a huge thing, let alone I think all the people talking about how heavy it is to actually
Mhm.
wear. And of course it's going to get lighter, but I think this is going to be a fun device that, right now is making the rounds because it's flavor of the week. It just came out. I think there's gonna be some interesting use cases. I said this maybe last summer when it was first announced. I was talking to Jay Tyler, and I said that, or it was Van Buren, but it was one of those two. But I said something like, the really cool thing about this is that I now can travel and have this and still have multiple monitors no matter where I go. And
Mhm.
that's really powerful as a work device, because especially that year when I was traveling so much, I only had my laptop, versus here I have my big Mac monitor that I can, and it's way more enjoyable to like work on this than it is on a smaller laptop screen. So that part of it's going to be really cool. It's still super niche device.
Mhm.
Um, I think the meta thing is cool. The But again, every time I've seen those devices, and like I've adopted these devices. Like even when Snapshot came out with their spectacles back in like 2016, 17, I was one of the first people to get it. Um, you couldn't get it in Canada. I got them, and I really wanted to play around with them and experiment with them. And it's cool for the first little bit,
Mm.
and then it's just like it's not very practical, and then it goes away. It's cool in the party trick sense of like, oh, if somebody sees you wearing them, you're like, oh yeah, I'm recording right now. They're like, oh cool, how are they? You're like, oh, they're great, I can make these videos. But then you kind of, when you think about it, most of the videos that work well with that perspective is when you don't need your hands,
Mhm.
because besides that, your phone works much the same. And in those videos, what I've realized, because I've done a lot of videos with spectacles way back when, what I realized was is that it's not actually that cool to record hands free if your hands aren't in the shot, because people don't know that you're recording with that. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
so it's like, so unless you're like, you're woodworking, you're doing something like that, then it's like a cool perspective, because then there's that moment of like, oh, this is being recorded from their POV. But get your hands away, or if you have one hand free and you're recording, it's the same as just doing this with your phone, like this, right? It's just the same thing. Like I'm recording, and so that's where I'm like, the meta thing is cool, but it doesn't have AR capabilities right now, so we'll see when that gets here. I still think a lot of this is probably gimmicky. I'm not super bullish on it
Yeah.
right now. So that's like my general take about it.
Yeah, yeah. I think look, watching Casey's video, it was great to see how excited he is about it.
Yeah.
But he is a specific creator with a
Yes.
specific point of view from what he does and what he likes to do, etc. I don't see myself adopting that anytime soon for my needs, because
Yeah.
I really don't need it. I remember when my brother bought the Quest 3, the Meta Quest 3, and it was like, oh, I bought it, I'm using it, I'm doing this and that. Why you don't have it? Isn't all metaverse stuff and that? I'm like, no,
No.
no, we're not doing anything in the meta. Like we're just talking about it,
Yeah.
but we're not using all this stuff. And what happened is that 1 year after, he put it on sale and he sold it before Christmas,
Right.
because he found out that he wasn't really using it. It was like just at the beginning was cool, but there's still not that much functionality. And I don't want to buy something that I know already that I'm not going to use. It's not going to improve my life right now.
Yeah.
But I see in some years, with them improving it and adding functionalities that are more like the help in everyday life and many other things that we might do, that I might start at one point to see, oh, okay, now maybe it might help and something that I might use. But yeah, I don't see it happening anytime soon. Maybe in years, maybe 2-3 years from now, things have evolved and the device is much easier to use and cheaper. I might think about it.
I also think there's a marketing problem that Apple has to get over, because no matter how you slice it, and I'm trying to find, there's a specific photo, but I can't find it.
It looks isolating.
Yes. There's something inherently, like you walk into a room and you see somebody just sitting on a couch with that. Or like, it's not somebody, like it's obviously somebody, you know, if you're walking into a room. But there's something about that.
Yeah, a pair of sunglasses doesn't give you that. We're used to see people with sunglasses on.
Yeah. There's I can't find it. I can only find the nice
glasses
Apple
or sunglasses, sorry.
I can only find like the nice Apple marketing shots, which, you know, are well lit, make it look good, but it's like when people are watching a movie, the rooms are going to be dark. I saw some
there was a video. I don't know. Probably you saw that one. There was a video going on around on Twitter. It was about these two guys. They're both wearing it, and they're at McDonald's or something.
Yeah.
And they're like eating their food, but they're together.
Yeah.
Like, but they're both, which is like, you might say also, yeah, but isn't the same that we're doing with phones? Which is kind of like a good point.
And you'd be right. You would be right.
Because yes, sometimes you go to a restaurant and you see people that are dining together and they're both on their phone and they're not even interacting. So it's just that the image of even not being able to look into the real world because you're looking at something else the entire time makes it even more alienating. So
looking into, like, you can't even look into their eyes. It's like, yeah, I don't know. There's something around there that I think it's hard to put into words, but there's something about that is very like, here's a video of the guy on the subway. And like, it's a funny video. And it's a funny video until like half the people in the subway are wearing that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you're like, and you're not wearing it, and you're gonna be like, ugh.
And then it gives you Black Mirror vibes.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
Black Mirror was ahead of its time in a lot of ways. So I'm not saying, like, I'm not super like doomer or anything like that, because I think there's gonna be a lot of really cool things. I've seen the positives are, like, you know, people playing piano and like being able to just visualize the notes coming, and there's all these really cool things. But I think it's gonna be, or I hope that it remains a tool rather than a necessity. Like, if the goal for the Apple Vision Pro is to replace our phones in a sense, then that for me concerns me, and I won't be taking part, because I think what our phones have done to us is made us tethered, right? We're on our phones all the time. They're always available. When we don't have them, we feel like we're missing something. And I think but then we have certain things like a laptop or like a soundboard that's a tool that you arrive to do specific things. And it can be entertainment, and that's okay, nothing wrong with that, but you're not carrying your laptop everywhere and like flipping it open and checking it,
or like a million devices, a million other things. You have everything in one. That I see as a cool thing. But yeah, I think we're pretty far from that right now, but I think we will get there. We'll get there. Brian here said not buying one until the technology is good enough to be in a contact lens. So I mean, of course, yes, definitely it would make everything easier. And but when?
That's the literal, that's
how many
the
years we're talking about? 10, 15, 20?
That's the actual Black Mirror episode.
Yeah. That's the actual Black Mirror episode, when they erase the memory.
History of you. Oh my god.
Yeah, that episode. Oh my god. I'm only thinking about it.
It gives me PTSD. I'm not gonna lie. This PTSD from this episode, because
my god,
captured what we would do.
Yeah.
what we would really do with this insanely powerful technology is she cheating on me.
Or the mother with the
Very
daughter.
human. What's that?
That was another episode with the mother with her daughter, that
Yeah.
she was looking at everything that her daughter was doing because
Yeah.
she had this device put on because she lost her once, and she was so scared she was gonna lose her child that, okay, this with this device we're gonna be safe. But then her daughter had zero privacy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the earlier seasons of Black Mirror captured something I think very um apt, where you look at, you can have these crazy technological advances, right? And we'll say, oh, we are so much more advanced than 50 years ago, 100 years ago. But but we're still the same humans.
Yeah.
We have the same problems and emotions, and we're just going to use these things to solve the same problems. And what are our problems? Most of our problems is with other people, quite frankly.
Yeah.
When you really think about it, it's not like a fire hydrant pisses you off and you're like, I fucking hate that fire hydrant or this mic. It's usually, somebody does something, or somebody, somebody says something. So it's usually with other people. We're social creatures, and it's like, what do you do with the power to record everything that you see and replay all the time? Overanalyze every little thing and pick it apart and figure it out.
Yeah, oh my God. Especially when
Oh,
you say, oh, no, you said that. No, you said that. No, I didn't say that. What? Let's go and check.
pull up the modern day is pull up the receipts. Let me get the text messages out. 20 years ago, that didn't happen. 20 years from now, it's going to be, let me play back the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's
Let's go
receipt.
back. Oh my God.
Oh,
The evolution of receipts.
The internet was a mistake. I'm just kidding. It wasn't. Okay, guys, Bitcoin would not be possible without the internet. We would not be here. We would not be connected without the internet. So there's good and bad. And let's talk about the good and bad of the last week of 10K ETF. Is that fair? Are we going there? I think we're going there.
Let's go there. Yeah, because something is happening this week specifically. After what happened after what happened last week, there were some changes. So the team listened to the feedback. We left the last episode of the Damn Show, and then 10K TFM. Then last Friday, there was a lot of talking about what was going on with the PFPs and what was going on with the rarities. Because it seems like there were like some contradictory messages in chat from some team members. So the team clarified with this. I don't really see it. Do you want to read a part of it?
Yeah. Okay. So here's the gist. Oh, that's too far. Okay, here's the gist. Popcorn now we all know popcorn influences rarity. Now, so too will tier. Ranking will flow as a whole from legendary, which are the one of ones, all the way down to common. All traits, visual traits, are accessible to each tier. However, higher tiers, and we're talking about the epic, rare, uncommons here, will be weighted towards rarer traits and combinations to achieve the ranking flow. So what that means is, essentially, if you have a rare or G tag, then you have a higher chance of getting rare traits that are also complementary. So it's like, you might, if the pizza toad is a rare trait, the pizza toad hat, then the pizza toad box and the apron or the uniform would be a combination of traits together that is rare and also aesthetically pleasing. Initially, or like, this was the miscommunication, and I was definitely part of it as well, where it was thought that I thought this was always the case, and then popcorn also influences it. Mm-hmm. But the rarity or the tiers matter, but that wasn't the case. But now it is the case. Now, also, they opened up the ability as a one-time thing to reshuffle your popcorn. So you can take popcorn off of your G tags, and the deadline is today at 7 p.m. So in 45 minutes is when you can no longer remove G tags or bells. Then they're going to become available, I believe, tomorrow sometime, and you're going to be able to reload them through Battletown with no gas on until next Thursday, February 15th. So
Yes.
skip the Valentine's date. Make sure you're. Honey, I can't. I'm reloading my popcorn. You
Yeah,
don't
I need to
understand.
do that. It's so important.
It's really important. I need the whole evening. So that's happening. Confirmed. I'm
Yes.
happy with this because I mean, I guess there's only maybe a period of 48 hours that I wasn't happy because I thought this was always the case.
Yeah, same for me. I was like, whatever. My PFP is gonna be 1 in 300.
It's an epic.
So it's an epic. 1 in 300 out of like how many G tags are there? More than 10K or
Thousands, millions even.
Man, millions, no. But, I mean, there's a lot of G tags, and my PFP was gonna be top 300, and then it felt like it wasn't gonna be like that anymore. And I'm like, so why did I fuse 8 G tags? I was stupid because they were going for 1 ETH at that time. Like, I mean, when I took that decision,
right?
So it's like you really feel like you sacrificed a lot. I think many people in that fused 8 G tags feel the same, because they're like, we were very like convinced on doing this because 8 G tags together was going to give us the best possible. Then it was capped, all these things together.
Let me add to that, because it was also the fact that only the people that were the most committed over the last 2 years that had, what was it, 29 or 30 badges, whatever the number was, were the ones that were able to fuse early and therefore be eligible. So to me, I was like, well, that was, pure commitment. And if that's like, my goal for this was, at the end of the day, I want a nice looking PFP. Hey, 10KTF, if you're watching, my PFP slot on Twitter is open. It's just an orange dot right now. Could that be a mega jaw with an orange background? Good chance, but it's got to be my eyes gotta look straight.
Are you sure? I think that's a rare trait.
The more I say it, there's a strange part of me that feels like I'm gonna reveal that, and I pray to God I don't. So I'm gonna stop saying that, because I don't.
Yeah, you're attracting this trait to you.
Yes. If I keep talking about it, the trait's gonna be like, oh, he's the only one talking about me. I should head over there, and I'm gonna be like, no, not for me. Go over there.
Yeah. No, but you're right bringing that up, because I've been in Discord. I think I spent hours on Discord on Friday, and I mean, I didn't remember like last time I've spent so many hours on Discord. And it was specifically for this reason, because we wanted like some clarity. I wanted to see what people were thinking, saying, and there were many community members that were like, but how does this award a participation? And the thing is that many people forgot this, that you said that you needed a certain amount of badges to be able to fuse early. And that's not only for whales. Oh, I'm a whale, I have 8 G tags, so now I'm just gonna fuse them. No, it's not about money. It was mostly about, okay, so how many badges you have, how many missions you did.
So you load up for,
so at the end, yes, it was also awarding participation in a battle town and being there and everything. So
in a much longer time frame too, I would say.
In a much longer time frame.
Popcorn,
So, and people that never left, honestly, like they did season 1 and season 2 missions. Because we know what happened with people that joined later or people that left after a certain amount of missions. So I feel like it's fair. I understand also that it reduced in some way. Like popcorn is still important, obviously, because you are at this point, you are competing in certain tiers for better traits. Obviously the more popcorn the better traits you get, considering again the epics are only 300. So after the top 300 you get all the rare G tags and then uncommon that, you know, if you want a good PFP you definitely need to load popcorn at this point. So I understand that it created like this it made popcorn look a little bit less valuable initially, but I think you still need to load a good amount of popcorn to reach a certain PFP, especially if you don't have an epic an epic G tag. So I don't know, like I understand the concerns, but at this point we know it's difficult to make everybody happy. I'm happy though that they thought about it and brought out this this change, this like statement that clears everything, because it wasn't clear at all the night before. We were all like confused. So yeah, I think we're good now. I mean, at least we know specifically how this thing is going. They let people unload for this reason as well. There was a lot of talking about oh, but now I did something not knowing that was the thing, so now I want to change things.
I think
and that's why they're giving this opportunity.
Yeah, Brenswa had a good use case, because he's like, he had one, I think he has two epics, let's call it, or an epic and a rare. No, two epics, and he loaded all of his popcorn on one epic to get the best possible mega jaw, and then he was going to load the other epic with one popcorn, so he gets the class, because if you choose, and because it's an epic, it would still be like it's an epic PFP, because he wanted it one PFP. He wanted to try to maximize his chances to getting the best possible on one PFP, but still have another one where he would still get the class that he wants, and it's still an epic, so it would look good. That was in jeopardy for him, and I think a lot of people that have multiple G tags has that. Yeah, so Renzo was saying he has two epics, and I think there's all these use cases that came out that weren't fully considered when it was announced that actually it's all popcorn, and you might have an epic that could just be completely mismatched, like a mankini and a pizza hat and clown shoes, and you know, maybe good for some people.
Yeah, never know.
But not for me. No sideways eyes. Don't put that evil on me, Vitamin Cloud.
Yeah, never. There were also some messages today from Bam Bam, just to add to this topic. So people were talking about aesthetics, utility of this PFP, whatever is coming, and Bam Bam said,
share your screen.
I cannot share my screen right now on this specific thing, but I can download this.
A screenshot?
It's a screenshot from Grailed, but
okay, yeah. So screenshot or save that in there.
I don't have the link to the message.
Okay.
Let me see if I can save the image quickly. Let's see if it worked. Not sure. I don't know. I'm not able to fix that now, but if I can quickly, it's just a sentence.
Okay, yeah, just read
it. Bam Bam says the differentiation is not just aesthetics, but it's the package of things. Yeah. Rarity in general, future utility, most likely power in games, and aesthetics. So yeah.
Wait, what does that mean?
That I think it was about in loading more popcorns. More popcorns.
I see.
So okay. It's a rarity in general, future utility, so power in games, and aesthetics.
I see. So if you want the Mega Jaw with the one punch knockout, you gotta have this much popcorn. So
I mean, exactly. For people that are interested also in how this will play out in the games and the other side, it makes sense that more popcorn it's also like a more powerful PFP for whatever is coming. So not only aesthetics, right?
Power score just like heavies. Yes, power score just like heavies. Okay, so big question then. Where do you plan to be end of the month? Maybe have you thought about it? Have you thought about it?
Yeah, I
Where are
thought
you at?
about it, and I have still some days.
Okay, you're gonna take more
I'm
days to
gonna
figure it out.
decide by Sunday. Okay, but I
Sunday.
haven't booked anything yet.
Sunday. Is there like a is there a specific time on Sunday?
No, I don't have a specific time on Sunday. I hope I would decide before Sunday, honestly. But there is a specific thing that I cannot say, cannot talk about. What is this? Why are you putting the decision? Yeah, that's a very famous meme.
This is you pretty much.
Yeah,
This is maybe the decision. Sunday.
I have this
Tune in.
decision to make. But yeah, it's about also a specific thing that I cannot talk about, that I hope I'm gonna have more information by the end of the week, and that's gonna be, it's gonna make me decide if I go or not. So it's a piece of information that I still don't have.
What
I cannot say what it is.
you probably can't say. I can, but I have no guys chat. Just letting you know, I have no idea what the fuck she's talking about. I have no idea what. I don't know what's going on anymore. I have no idea. So I'm just as in the dark as you. So if you feel left out, don't worry.
But there is still time. Come on, it's okay. End of the week in 3 days. It's February 11. The event.
Is it that is
Yeah,
it just
there's more than
will
2 weeks. There's more than 2 weeks. So
is it whether FedEx will get you
yes,
your
because
Gucci
otherwise
in
I'm not
time?
going. Yes, because
She can't.
I'm reselling it on StockX to pay the trip.
Oh, I thought you wanted to show up with it. I wanted you to show up with the Gucci bag, and that's why you're like, if I don't get it, then I'm not showing up at all.
Yeah, I'm
Because I
not
can't
showing
be
up
in
without
LA
it.
without a Gucci bag, as one does in LA, right?
I don't want to look, bad or different from all the others that already have it.
It's one thing to to have a normal bag when everybody has a normal bag. It's another thing to have a normal bag when everybody, their grandmothers, is loaded with Gucci,
Yeah,
walking down the street of LA.
exactly.
Like, what's up? Rob me. Here's my Gucci. Just kidding. Maybe don't go downtown LA with that. Maybe
No, no, no.
maybe that one you keep it in the Uber and stay in the car. I've
Yeah,
heard things.
exactly.
I've heard things in California. I've seen things. I've heard things. Everything is locked up in California. Guys, California, can you get your shit together? Why is it? I want to buy a razor, and not even a razor. I'm sorry. That's more normal. I want to buy soap. I want to buy a bar of soap, and I cannot buy it without getting the guy to unlock the thing. What in the lawlessness is happening?
Where are
In
you talking about? In
California?
the like pharmacies and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
the same here in New York. They're locking up everything. I
Guys.
cannot buy anything anymore without calling them and opening. Like they're like apparently people steal anything, even like.
When did America become lawless? Can devs do something? I don't like this. I don't like this patch. We need to fix it. Can you fix that? Because I'd like to. It's already. I remember I was in LA last year for the event, and I had to go to TJ Maxx or whatever. Not TJ Maxx. What's it called? A pharmacy, Walgreens. Whatever version of that.
CVS, Walgreens.
CVS, Walgreens, and I needed to buy toothpaste, and a brother could not get toothpaste. Could not get toothpaste without calling the guy over. And I'm just from little old Toronto. Like things are still okay here for now. I don't know if it's gonna change. I hope not. It's still, you can walk in, walk out, grab things, pay for them. But I was just like, I thought this was only on on Twitter. This is real life. So don't walk. Lesson. Moral of the story is don't walk around with your Gucci bag in downtown LA. Okay, that's the lesson.
You're gonna go straight into an Uber. I will have to this time LAX if I'm coming.
Whoa, you sound very certain this time. Wow. Chat, did you hear that?
I mean, I'm trying to remind myself how to behave, because last time it was like I was so annoyed. Like, you have to take a bus to get to the point where you can get your ride share, like
Nerve.
your ride sharing app to
Yes.
work. Like,
Ugh,
what? But if you order an Uber Black, you don't have to wait. You don't have to go to. That's
wow.
only for the cheap Ubers.
So the Uber Blacks pull up right
The
to the
Uber
scene.
Blacks pull up right there. But like, what a like. I was so annoyed.
Is that for the celebrities? Is that for the celebrities? Because you know they're gonna get Uber Black.
Yeah, it's that for people that are willing to pay 30 to
Okay.
40%
All right.
more
So,
for their ride.
guys, everybody that gets to LAX, hang back, wait for enough 10K TF members to pile up, and you'll know
Yeah.
them because they're gonna have a fucking Gucci bag that says 10K TF. Then collectively get a Uber Black XL, pile 7 of you in that. You'd have to
Yes,
do 0
great idea.
walking, right to your hotel. Great service. That's the game plan. You heard it here. Okay.
Great idea.
Fantastic.
Why is Robocop doing the eyes like this?
RoboCop, what?
What? Why?
What do you know?
Are you coming to LA? I don't understand.
What is the what are the eyes for, Robo? Please tell me. Okay, in other news, while he tells us, in other news,
Yes.
we had what's in other news? There's something about okay, Legends
There's
of the
something
Mara.
about Legends of the Mara. There's like some big holders that are either exiting their positions or getting huge loans on their Yuga assets, which is an
Oh,
interesting point to talk about. On the crime convo. Okay, Robo.
okay. Yeah, no. There's
So
a
we
big
got to, if you have been in the space in the past week or so, you know that G Money got a loan, a $1 million loan on his punk, and today Franklin sold his gold Bored Ape. So what's going on, guys? Is it like, is this the top already, and they don't want to miss it this time? What's happening?
people are saying this is. I saw a D farmer saying this is the bottom.
It should be the bottom. I hope so.
It's the end of an era.
Which, if it's the bottom, it makes sense for G Money. Doesn't make sense for Franklin.
Yes, because G Money then gets good rate on his loan because the price is only going to go up.
Yeah.
This is what D Farmer says, and let me tell you something with D Farmer. If you guys don't already follow him, man, follow this guy. His calls are primo, absolute primo. He always gets it, and he's saying it's the bottom. So
I like the farmer. I trust him. He got it right many times, honestly.
Yes.
Not always. No one can have it right always, but has a good lens on the space. So
yeah, he's a very good lens. Okay. Wow, we haven't seen our little
why are you showing? I haven't seen this. What is this art?
brand new. It just came out.
Oh wow! And you didn't announce?
Brand new ad just started.
Just let's go. All right, new tweet. Let's see.
No caption. When Moon making a dragon with her hands. These guys are chilling by the bonfire in the forest. I forget where we last left them. Let me try to find out. Where did we last see our beloved?
Yeah, last time we saw Wagmi-san was in the lab. It looked a little bit bored, like it was waiting for something.
This guy. Yeah. That was a month ago. Wow. Mental.
Oh, already? Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, didn't we speculate
ago.
that this could be about Magic Eden? I'm still not convinced, but could be.
We were speculating that he's bored and waiting because the Magic Eden hasn't dropped yet. The marketplace.
And then we see them in the middle of a forest. Is Wen Moon secretly a dragon? Is she the girl with the dragon tattoo? Maybe. Question.
The girl with the dragon tattoo?
Yeah.
From which movie?
I don't know. Is she the girl with the dragon tattoo?
Wait, there is a movie with a girl with a dragon tattoo that now I'm completely
there isn't.
forgetting. No, there isn't.
There's no movie
I
like
don't
that.
know.
never
if
heard
she
of
has a dragon tattoo. We've never
I've
seen
never
it.
heard of a movie with the title "The Girl."
Not
with
a
the Dragon Tattoo.
title. I mean
That
that there
is-
is an important character. It's a girl with a dragon tattoo. I don't know.
All right, I'll end the scene here. I'm messing with you. There's a movie. Yes. Daniel Craig and Rooney Mara, 2012. Girl with the dragon tattoo.
Oh, okay. It's the title.
The girl with.
All right. Okay. So
Let's see how much of that I got right. I said 2012. Actual year 2011. But I did get Rooney Mara.
okay.
And I did get Daniel Craig. Pretty good. 2 out of 3. I'll take it. Anyways, what were you saying?
We were saying, why is she the girl with the dragon tattoo? Like, if you watch the movie, do you see any reference? Do you think?
Oh no, I would just because she was making a dragon.
I know, but maybe there is a reference.
Hmm.
We know that 10KTF team is pretty, knowledgeable and follows this, lives like little hints like this as well.
There's also the
Why
song
are you doing that?
by Miguel.
Hugmi-san is chilling. Like,
Could it be the song by Miguel? The Girl with the Tattoo, 2010. You know that song? If I play it?
I'm not sure.
Are we gonna get rugged if I play it?
Even if you play like 10 seconds or less.
Let's play it. Let's find out. Let's play with fire, guys. This is a old time classic. That's what I miss about Twitch. You could just we could play the music. You know the song, right?
Those innocent eyes.
Wow. Gonna get rugged.
We're gonna get rugged. We're gonna get rugged. Let's go. Let's go. It's gotta kick in. It's gotta kick in.
If they only knew.
Did we get rugged already?
No, I think we're okay. We're okay.
The girl with the tattoo.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
it's
enough.
the year of the dragon.
That's enough.
So was the previous year the year of the rabbit? Did we exit the year of the rabbit and we're entering the year of the dragon? I think Fake might have a point there. No, it was the year of the I remember that. For some reason it might be completely wrong. But yeah, Chinese New Year.
Chinese New Year. Maybe it's Lunar New Year. Okay. You gotta
The
be.
Lunar New Year.
I'm kidding. I'm messing with you.
Is it the dragon year or what?
I think it is the dragon.
Last year was rabbit, yeah, okay.
Is Lunar New Year? Yes. Let's see. Dragon. I believe this year is dragon. Yes. Years of the Dragon. What does it mean?
It means that we all have to watch House of the Dragon season 2 this year.
Yes, that is correct. It also, I'm seeing here, symbolizes good luck, justice, prosperity, and strength. And I don't know about you, but I've been hitting the gym. I'm getting stronger every day. So I got the dragon in me. Do you wanna rewatch the House of the Dragon trailer just because you mentioned it? Because now I'm thinking about
Wow,
it.
that was great.
And that was such an iconic.
But I watched it too many times. I have a temporary HBO subscription with ads because I'm cheap. And when I'm watching HBO,
always
I see
plays
that trailer like a
all the
million.
time.
Like now I hate it. I'm like,
Okay, well, let's ask chat. Chat, do you guys want to rewatch?
yeah,
Watch
I
it
can
some
just
time
do
ago.
this.
You guys want to rewatch the trailer for House of the Dragon because July cannot come soon enough.
Yeah, what a banger. What a banger. By the way, I know it's obvious, we always say it, but art on this tweet, amazing,
God damn it, Fake Eye.
incredible.
Fake Eye just says a hearty nope. Okay, that's fine. No issues.
No issues there.
A little bit of issues. Yeah. So I'm gonna zoom in here. Can we see anything else going on here?
I don't know, guys, help us out. Do you see anything else? So it makes complete sense. Thanks for the.
Oh, okay.
What?
Somebody's saying Shadow looks like a 15 or a 16. Do you see it?
Yes, I see it.
What's she doing with her hands? Can somebody read into that? How many fingers does she have down? Please don't be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 fingers down, 3 fingers up. February 15th.
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, I would say more of a 5 than a 6.
Thank you, Vitamin GPT. Lunar New Year, also known as Chinese New Year, falls on February 10th, 2024, marking the beginning of the Year of the Dragon.
15 makes sense. It's the final day. Yes, exactly.
Vitamin Google.
And
Google
that was the
Cloud.
result. Okay, thank you, Vitamin. But
Okay, so
yeah,
we'll let people run wild with that. There's also some other Yuga news. There was some stuff with Legends of the Mara, and I
Yeah.
wanna try to make sure I accurately represent what happened.
yes, that's
So-
very important.
What I understand, there's Legends of the Mara loot mint, and this was the rewards from playing
Mhm.
season 1 and 2 of Legends of the Mara. These were minted on Ethereum.
Yes, I
And-
minted mine. So
Okay, so you minted. How many did you mint?
I think I have like 8 NFTs, and now I think I spent like $30 in gas.
And I think the floor of these items were $3 on X2Y2. That's when I last checked. And so not a lot of liquidity, but also just I think the cost of transacting on Ethereum is so high right now, especially with the ERC404 stuff happening, that nobody's able to buy pretty much anything. And Spencer, the chief gaming officer at you guys, saying people who minted ship parts and paid a bunch of gas, which sucks, so we want to make things right. While it's holding ship parts, we'll be eligible to claim a catalyst before end of Q1. We're also going to stop the mints for ship parts until there's a better solution. Partner loot can continue to be claimed, and we're excited to see what our friends in the ecosystem will do with these tokens. So it looks like Yuga is stopping the mints of their loot, but because you could use partner projects, they have loot that can still be minted, and they're not deciding one way or the other for them. If the project wants to stop, they can stop. That's what I understand it here.
Yeah, I had only ship parts. They're not attached to any other project, but there were other things that you could win in Legends of the Mara. There was, for example, Renga or
I see.
Forgotten Runes or Word of Women. So yeah, I think probably that's a thing.
Okay. So I think most people are fairly happy with this. It's some Guchita, like, how is this universally thought of as a bad idea from the community, but not one person from Yuga thought that this was a bad idea? It's, it's a fair point. I concur. I think generally my take on this is that I don't think Yuga, if you're watching, I don't think you should be minting anything on ETH as of right now. I think it's either pick an L2, like an Arbitrum or something like that, and commit to it, or wait for Ape Chain, and because the proposals for that are going through right now, and then
Yeah.
commit to building everything on that. Because what I'll say is my relationship with Ethereum has changed dramatically the more L2s I use. Yeah, and VMAN, I agree. It's the same problem with
Yes.
popcorn, because popcorn is selling for, I think the lowest amount is about 50 cents, which nobody's going to buy that because it makes no sense. The unit economics just don't make sense. I think you pay 5 to 10, if not $15, depending on when you buy, just for the gas to buy a 50-cent item. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So what I'll say is my relationship with Ethereum changed significantly the more I started to use other L2s, but not Samus, I'm fairly certain you can't. Fairly certain. However, it just came out, so there's new information coming in all the time. I just know that a lot of projects have not renounced, and that the ones that haven't renounced, some of them have rugged and gone to zero. So I haven't checked out the Avatar project, but I will check that out later. I don't know if that's a newer one. So the example that I'm trying to bring here is Zora. I really like what Zora's doing. So if you guys don't know, Zora is it's an art minting platform. But what's really cool is, I mean, like, when you see that looks like Ethereum or Instagram, right? But sometime last summer, I started minting on Zora. Jacob he's one of the founders, reached out and said, "Hey, I like your videos. You should mint them on Zora." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And initially, I was like, "Oh, I have to bridge to Zora and da da da." And then I bridged, and once I was on Zora, I had no issues with it. Actually, I should clarify. The first time that I went on Zora was when the Threadition was happening in April or May of last year, and Jack Butcher did the Thread Guy mint, and so I bridged some ETH on Zora, and then I minted there. And once I got over that initial hurdle, it was a really cool experience. And so they updated their homepage. It looks very much like Instagram, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to make minting more social. And I was talking about this with a friend today, but what's really cool is that how it's like a feed that if you like something, you can leave a comment, or you can actually just mint it for, it's, a free mint. And so it costs like 30-40 cents, or like 0.00307 ETH, whatever that is in dollars. That's like the Zora minting fee. And then the mint is actually $0. And what's cool about this is that if you like something and it fits your aesthetic, what you're essentially doing here is you can now create your own profile where you can have a collected tab. And it's like, if you like somebody's essay and it really resonates with you, and you want people to know that, like, oh, you think about this kind of stuff, or you signal to people in the same way NFT signal to people, they're doing the same thing here on Zora. And I think that's really interesting. So you can have a catalog of all the mints that you do on Zora that fits your aesthetic, that fits your vibe, what you're trying to say about yourself, in the same way that on Instagram you post to signal to people what you're into, what you like, what like you go to these places, you like to go to these kinds of bars. And there are similar approaches happening with Zora. And I say all that because Zora's a layer 2 on Ethereum, and it's great. After the first time you bridge, after that, you don't even think about it. And it's nice to just have such low transactional costs. And they're only able to do what they're doing right now to try to make minting way more social because of a layer 2, because because the gas is no longer such a giant Goliath. And I think any gaming that is happening it's all going towards cheaper blockchains. And so they should not be minting. You guys should not be minting anything, honestly, on Ethereum at this point, especially for the games that are these microtransaction focused. That needs to stop completely, and either pick, an Arbitrum, a whatever layer 2, or wait for ApeChain, and then communicate to the community, hey, we're gonna wait till ApeChain is ready, and then you're gonna be able to mint all the things that you're owed. We're doing this because there's a lot of issues with gas, and we don't want to do that anymore. And so you guys can openly trade as well. And then I think the community is going to understand that. They're like, okay, totally fair. I don't pay $30 in gas, and they get what they want, and they have the time to let ApeChain get to where it needs to get to. So
I guess that was a great positive case for ApeChain, since it passed for, like, I think vast majority voted yes. So the initial proposal passed, do you want an ape chain? Yes. So now they're moving to who do you want to choose that builds ape chain. So that's gonna be next week. So we will know next week what the ApeCoin community is gonna decide. But anyway, we have a new tweet. So
GTAG holders will be able to claim a Serum Pass later this month. One claim per GTAG. More details to follow. Warm.xyz is supported for the pass. I've seen a lot of the team. Batman was talking about Serum City. A lot of the team has been playing. I haven't checked it out as of yet, but I've heard good things. I'm not gonna lie. I have a little bit of PTSD when I hear of a new casual game from like a top-down 3D or that vision perspective, because I think about.
which one?
I don't want to say it.
I don't know. There's many games that look like that and might give PTSD. So I don't know if you're talking Web3 or
Web3.
before.
Vote for vote.
Okay. Then I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, but I'm hearing good things, and this is encouraging. I'm gonna check it out. Absolutely, I'm excited to.
People like the music a lot. That's what I hear. The background music seems like it's very fun. I haven't played yet, honestly. I thought you needed a hound to play. Maybe I'm completely wrong, or an NFT from Mutant Cartel, and I don't have any right now.
Right.
Robo comes in saying way better than the Forge. So
Okay. Good. Way better than the Forge. Good news. I'm just getting because V-Man asked. V-Man, if you go, you might have to scroll a little bit, but I wrote this and then I minted it on Zora if you want to collect it. So the tweet's just like right here.
Oh, okay. Those are minted.
Yeah.
No.
So what's cool is Jacob, he's the founder. He like messaged me saying, "Hey, mint this on Zora." And he's always, and I'll paste the link in the YouTube if anybody wants to. Just even read it, honestly, because you can find all the information there. If you want to mint it, go ahead and mint it as well. But he messaged me saying, "Hey, mint this," and I read more into their philosophy, and they're telling people mint first, then share everywhere. And it's not minting so that people can mint in it. It's to allow people to support you if they want to. Two, when you mint first, then you create a record that you actually did publish this first. So there's a provenance that gets built. And then when you share everywhere else, you can point to the provenance because it's timestamped. And so, again, it's changing the psychology of minting. And Zora is doing a really good job of it. And that's only possible because they made the decision to launch their own layer 2 chain sometime last year. V-Man is also saying they might do an airdrop. They've consistently denied that. I've seen posts in their Discord. However, I do know that they've raised a bunch of money from VCs. And anytime VCs raise money in a crypto project, usually they're going to want an exit, a liquidity event. And more often than not, that ends up being a token launch. So, still open. I wouldn't rule that out completely. But I think if they do one, then Zora is going to be one of the ones that I'm going to be happiest to get because I'm using the platform anyway. I'm going to use it anyway. And when you get rewarded for doing things that you're already just doing, that's great. Versus like, let me go and methodically farm and do this and that and that and that, which is fine, but it's more taxing, I would say, at least for me. So
makes sense. Yeah. Wow, it's cool.
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, and I think there's a lesson in here for Yuga.
100%. Yeah.
Yuga, if you need a Web3 advisor,
you have it.
You need a
Wag me lunch.
A Web3 advisor in the Web3 merch. You know where to find moi at Atare on Twitter, Instagram, the internet, atari.xyz. Send me an email.
What's your email?
I'm not telling you. Good try.
How are they gonna send you?
Good try. They'll figure it out. They know where to find me.
All right. Okay. So yeah, I just I wanted to understand. So to play the game, going back to Serum City, to play the game, you need a pass.
Yes.
So if you don't have a pass, you cannot play. It's not open for
I
everyone.
believe you can't.
Okay, so Robo says hounds can be used in game for booster on builds, so you don't need the hounds to play. They just help you in game, but you need a pass to play. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna try. I didn't research that much about it. Just knew I have nothing from that project. Unfortunately, I cannot. I cannot play. But yeah, now that we get a pass, I'm definitely trying and seeing how it works. Everybody's excited, so I'm happy to receive a pass. Honestly, I heard a lot of positive comments. One claim per G tag. Okay.
Also, we got Brent's the 10 KTFM Studios watching Damn Show with Cap, maybe in a tar, preparing for another set of G-Tech giveaways today on 10KTFM with Modest and A-Bomb. Also wearing his General Gordon James SEAL Team 9 shirt. Lenny got us a Coors Light sponsorship. LFG, let's go. You know where to go.
Yeah.
After the 7 p.m. Also, in 7 minutes, unloading your G-Tag ends. It's over. No complaints. No nothing. I don't want to hear it. The Discord doesn't want to hear it. You have 7 minutes. This is your final warning. This is it.
This is it. And then it's over. No, it's not over. You can still load.
It's over. It's
but you cannot unload.
It's over.
You still have to decide where to load, what to load, of course, but you cannot change what's done anymore. Okay, so very cool. Like last week, there was also a giveaway on 10KTFM. They gave away, I think, 4 or 5 G tags. So this week as well. So don't miss 10KTFM, especially if you want more G tags, you want to win. Maybe you're not even in the project yet. You want a PFP. Because we have to say it. I think we need to use the Trump method of the more you say a sentence, you have to keep saying the same sentence until people really absorb it. So this is the next Yuga PFP for the people in the back that didn't hear.
Did you say the Trump method?
The Trump method.
Okay, maybe do your best Trump impression.
No, stop.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
No. Next Yuga PFP.
No.
It's gonna be. I saw the PFP and I was like, wow, what a great PFP.
Billions and billions and
oh my god, it's gonna be honestly, election years are hilarious. It's the best entertainment. It's the best talk show, not talk show. What is it called? A reality TV show. It's the US elections.
Oh my God.
You just watch it from the outside and you're like, grab your popcorn. It's gonna be fabulous. The next Yuga PFP is the Grailed. Maybe say it in your Trump voice.
I don't have a Trump voice.
You were about to just go and then you thought about it. I saw.
I was like, wait, I don't know how to do it.
You were just about to
Grailed.
go.
The Grailed.
That's not Trump. We'll work on that one. We'll work on that one.
Zero talent on this. Why you keep asking me?
We'll work on that one. Okay. All right, guys. Oh, we still have 5 minutes left. I was about to wrap up. Okay. Wow. No, we just gotta sit here for 4 minutes now. No, I'm kidding. Okay. So next Yuga PFP is
joking.
Hopefully we get reveals sometime soon because we're in the final throes of it. It's been a long journey. We've reared our G tags. We've placed bounties. We've gotten popcorn. We've reallocated popcorn. We've fudded on Fridays. We've had a lot of things happen, and it's now finally time. The Grailed. I think
Grailed.
The Grailed. Hey, chat. Can somebody link the OpenSea or the X2Y2 collection so that you can grab a G tag? You're gonna need a G tag. Yeah, but see, he can't search the Grailed because.
Yeah, but I mean the name of the new collection.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is because if he's like, I don't see the Grailed on OpenSea, you're gonna want to search KTF G tag because that's gonna turn into the Grailed. Hopefully, that's not a burn.
No, it's not. Bam Bam already said it. It's
She did?
Not a burn. She did. It's not a burn. the PFPs are gonna reveal at
Okay,
one
good.
point. I don't know if they're gonna reveal all together or like if there is a delay, whatever it is. But anyway, they're gonna reveal automatically. You will not have to do anything to make them reveal. So choose wisely.
She said that? Where did she say that? In
Yeah,
Discord?
on Discord.
Okay.
Yes, on Discord. She said it. They're not. It's not gonna be a burn to reveal. She
Good.
already said it.
Okay, good. Because for tax purposes, the burns can get very taxing. Ooh,
Very taxing.
bar. Wow, guys. We gotta end right there. That was a
You'll get
bar.
taxed on your
It's very taxing
50 burns.
emotionally.
No more burning. Okay. Yes, I read that same message.
Amazing.
Pretty straightforward.
Amazing. Well, guys, that was our show. Did we miss anything? Do you have any last
There's an
minute?
ETH rock going on auction on Sotheby's, and let's bring back the bull on ETH, please.
Okay, ETH rock coming. Let me just hook a brother up because a brother wants. Here you go.
J-Law is
JLao is committed. I like it. I like it, JLao. There it is. So check that out if you want a PFP. It's gonna be sometime soon, maybe before spring for sure, I imagine. It has to be before spring. And spring is March 21st. 21st. So there's our window of when we're gonna get our PFPs between now and March 20th. 10K TFM is up next. They have a G tag giveaway, not a G tag giveaway, multiple G tags. How many?
yes. I think it's 5 or 6. So J-Law, if you see the price and you're a little bit, I don't know if I can make the investment, get on 10K TFM. Is starting in 1 minute. They're gonna run. It's a space. Search 10K TFM on Twitter. They're gonna start a space, and in this space, there's gonna be games that the audience can win, and some people are gonna win G tags. So you see, we have new
Boom.
people that want to join.
There's the
There
link.
it is.
Space is already live, so head over there if you want to win some G tags and join the community that's going to take over the other side with our kick-ass PFPs led by a golden mega jaw with golden eyes that flies, and it's got supersized biceps, triceps to hit you upside. The mindset. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. We will see you next week. Maybe in LA, maybe not. The decision Sunday.
Maybe I'm gonna have a duffel bag. Maybe not, but I don't know.
Maybe we'll live stream her decision on Sunday. She sits down in a flannel shirt, red and white, like LeBron did 14 years ago, and say, I have decided to take my talents to Los Angeles. Have a good night, guys. Take care, everybody.